Every day you wake up, you're presented with two choices: to stay where you are or to move forward. Life doesn't wait. It doesn't pause for you to gather your thoughts or catch your breath. It moves relentlessly. And the question is, will you move with it, or will you let it drag you along, wondering where the time went? There are things, simple, powerful things, that if you work on every day will shape your future in ways you can't yet imagine. Start with yourself. Not the version you present to the world, but the person you see when no one's watching. That's the foundation of everything. If you can't trust yourself, if you can't rely on yourself to show up, how can anyone else? Every action you take is a vote for the person you want to become. And the truth is, no one's coming to save you. It's your job, your responsibility to build the life you want. And that happens in the small unseen moments, the daily choices, the promises you keep to yourself. Your mind is your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. You decide which one it becomes. Feed it with intention. Surround yourself with ideas and people who challenge you, who push you to be better, who refuse to let you settle for good enough. Because good enough is a trap. It's comfortable, it's easy, and nothing worthwhile ever grows there. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable, to stretch beyond what feels safe, because that's where growth happens. And what about your attitude? The world owes you nothing. Life is not fair, but that doesn't mean you're powerless. You control how you respond. You control whether you see problems or possibilities. And every day, you're either reinforcing a mindset of excuses or a mindset of solutions. Which one are you choosing? If you're waiting for the perfect moment, you'll be waiting forever. The perfect moment is now, the only moment you ever truly have. Discipline isn't punishment, it's freedom. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Anyone can be motivated when things are easy, but what do you do when no one's watching? When it's hard, when you're tired, that's when it counts. That's when you either rise or you don't. And here's the truth, no one is too busy. It's just a matter of priorities. What you work on every day reflects what you value. So if something matters to you, prove it with action. The people you allow into your life matter more than you realize. They either lift you up or pull you down. There's no middle ground. Look around. Are you surrounded by people who inspire you to become better? Or are you wasting time with those who drain your energy and lower your standards? Choose wisely, because over time you become a reflection of those you spend the most time with. And never stop learning. The moment you think you know it all is the moment you stop growing. There is always more to discover about the world, about others, and most importantly, about yourself. Curiosity is a gift. Use it. Read, listen, question everything, and remember, the greatest lessons often come from failure. Embrace it, learn from it, let it fuel you rather than define you. Your health, physical, mental, emotional, is the foundation of everything else. Without it, nothing else matters. Prioritize it, move your body, take care of your mind. Don't wait until something breaks before you start paying attention. The work you do today will determine the quality of the life you live tomorrow. And don't forget this, your words matter. What you say to others, and more importantly, what you say to yourself, shapes your reality. Speak with intention, build people up instead of tearing them down, and when your own inner voice turns critical, challenge it. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are a work in progress, and every day is a new opportunity to become better. At the end of the day, it all comes down to this: are you willing to do the work? Not just once, not just when it's easy, but every day. Consistency beats intensity. It's not about massive leaps. It's about small steps, repeated over and over, until the person you've always wanted to be is no longer a dream, but a reality. The question isn't whether you're capable. You are. The question is, will you choose to show up every single day? Because if you do, that's when everything changes. Your mind is the most powerful tool you possess. It can either be the engine that drives you forward or the anchor that holds you back. Every single day, you are shaping your future through the thoughts you allow to dominate your mind. If you constantly tell yourself that you're not good enough, that things are too hard, or that success is out of reach, you will begin to live out those beliefs. But here's the truth. Most of the limits you face are not real. They are simply ideas you've repeated to yourself until they feel like facts. And if you have the power to create those limits, you also have the power to destroy them. Your thoughts are not harmless. They shape your decisions, your actions, and ultimately your reality. What you feed your mind daily will either strengthen or weaken you. If you fill your mind with negativity, distractions, and self-doubt, that's the world you will see and the life you will live. But if you choose to feed it with purpose, with inspiration, with ideas that challenge you to grow, you begin to transform. That choice, what you focus on, belongs to you and no one else. You must become the guardian of your mind. Be intentional about the information you consume and the people you listen to. Are you surrounding yourself with voices that push you toward your potential, or are you allowing the noise of doubt and mediocrity to pull you down? The world is filled with people who will tell you what you can't do. Don't let their opinions become your reality. Instead, seek out people who encourage you to become better, people who refuse to let you settle for less than you're capable of. And when your own thoughts turn against you, when that voice inside starts whispering that you're not enough, you must fight back. You are not your mistakes. You are not your failures. You are a work in progress, and every day you have the chance to rewrite your story. But that only happens if you refuse to let negative thoughts take root. Train your mind to see possibilities instead of problems. Focus on what you can do rather than what you can't. The way you think determines the way you live. So think like someone who refuses to quit, someone who knows they are capable of more. The reality is this: your mind will either be your best ally or your greatest obstacle, and the difference lies in what you choose to believe. Every day you have the opportunity to strengthen your mindset, to become someone who sees challenges as opportunities, and to remind yourself that no matter how tough things get, you are tougher. Your thoughts are the foundation of everything you do, so make sure you're building a foundation strong enough to carry the life you want. Life will never hand you a perfect path. It will test you, challenge you, and push you to your limits. But here's the truth: what happens to you is not nearly as important as how you choose to respond. You cannot control every circumstance, but you can always control your attitude toward it. Every day you face a decision. Will you be the person who finds a solution, or will you be the person who finds an excuse? The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not luck, it's mindset. And the people who win in life are the ones who refuse to let obstacles become permanent barriers. It's easy to complain, it's easy to blame the world, your circumstances, or other people for why things aren't working out. But none of that will change your situation. Complaints don't solve problems, action does. When you focus on what you can't control, you give your power away. But when you shift your mind towards solutions, you take that power back. The people who create extraordinary lives are not the ones who avoid problems. They are the ones who face them head on and refuse to back down. No matter how impossible it seems, there is always a way forward if you're willing to look for it. Your attitude determines your altitude. If you walk through life believing that things will never change, they won't. But if you approach each day with the belief that there is a solution waiting to be found, you will eventually find it. It's not about pretending everything is easy. It's about believing that no matter how difficult the situation, you have what it takes to figure it out. This belief is what separates those who break through from those who break down. And the truth is, your mind will always search for evidence to support what you believe. If you believe you are powerless, your brain will find proof of that. But if you believe you are capable, your brain will work tirelessly to make that belief a reality. The world does not reward people who make excuses. It rewards people who deliver results. And delivering results requires the ability to stay calm in the face of chaos, to think clearly when things go wrong, and to search for solutions when everyone else is stuck in blame. It's not always easy, but nothing worthwhile ever is. When life tests you, you have to decide whether you will fold or whether you will rise. And rising starts with your attitude. It starts with the refusal to be a victim and the commitment to becoming a problem solver. No one is coming to fix your life for you. If you want change, you have to take responsibility for making it happen. And every time you choose to focus on solutions instead of problems, you become stronger, smarter, and more resilient. This is how you build a life on your terms, by refusing to let excuses hold you back, and by deciding that no matter what comes your way, you will find a way through. Because at the end of the day, the people who succeed are not the ones who never face problems, they are the ones who never stop searching for solutions. Discipline is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. Anyone can be motivated when things are easy, when the path is clear, and when they feel good. But what separates the average from the exceptional is the ability to keep going when the excitement fades, when no one is watching, and when every part of you wants to quit. Discipline is doing the work not because you feel like it, but because you made a promise to yourself. And if you can't keep promises to yourself, how can you expect to achieve anything worthwhile? There will be days when you don't feel like showing up, when you're tired, when you're frustrated, when progress feels invisible. But those are the days that define you. It's easy to work hard when the results are visible. The real test is whether you can keep pushing forward when nothing seems to be happening. Most people quit not because they are incapable, but because they get tired of the process. But the process is where the magic happens. It's in the quiet, unseen moments, the early mornings, the late nights, the sacrifices, that you build the person you want to become. And no one else can do that work for you. Discipline is freedom. It's not a prison or a punishment. It gives you control over your life, your future, and your destiny. Without discipline, you are a slave to your emotions, chasing fleeting comfort while your dreams slip further away. But with discipline, you become unstoppable. You no longer wait for the right mood or the perfect conditions. You create them through action. And every time you choose discipline over comfort, you reinforce a powerful truth. You are in control. The world does not reward wishful thinking. It rewards consistent effort. You can have the best intentions, the biggest dreams, and the most talent. But without discipline, none of it matters. People love to talk about their goals, but few are willing to do the work day in and day out. And that's the difference. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your habits. The small, consistent actions you take every day matter more than any big move you make once in a while. And the people who win in life, they are the ones who do what needs to be done long after the mood has left them. Every day you have a choice. You can either stay comfortable and stagnant, or you can push yourself toward growth. Discipline is not about being the best all the time. It's about being better than you were yesterday. It's about proving to yourself over and over that you are stronger than your excuses. No one can hand you discipline. You earn it through repetition, through showing up even when it's hard, and through refusing to quit when others would. At the end of the day, your success will not be defined by what you do once in a while. It will be defined by what you do consistently. So ask yourself, are your daily actions aligned with the future you want to create? If not, change them. Because every time you choose discipline, you're not just doing the work, you're becoming the kind of person who deserves the life you dream of. And that kind of person, they don't wait, they show up. Every single day, the people you surround yourself with shape the person you become. Whether you realize it or not, the attitudes, habits, and energy of those closest to you are influencing your mindset every single day. If you spend time around people who complain, make excuses, and settle for mediocrity, that mindset will begin to rub off on you. But if you surround yourself with people who challenge you, push you to grow, and refuse to let you settle for less than your potential, your life will change in ways you never thought possible. The company you keep is either lifting you higher or pulling you down. There is no neutral ground. Look closely at the people in your life. Are they inspiring you to become better, or are they holding you back? Do they encourage you when things get tough, or do they feed your doubts and insecurities? It's easy to stay connected to people out of habit. But habits can either build you or break you. If the people around you drain your energy and lower your standards, it doesn't matter how focused or disciplined you are, they will pull you off course. But when you are surrounded by people who are chasing greatness, their mindset becomes contagious. Their ambition, their resilience, and their belief in what's possible will ignite something inside you. You must have the courage to distance yourself from relationships that no longer serve your growth. This isn't about arrogance, it's about alignment. You cannot afford to carry people who are committed to staying stuck while you're trying to move forward. If someone isn't pushing you toward the best version of yourself, ask yourself why you're allowing them to stay so close. It doesn't mean you have to cut people out of your life completely, but you do need to be intentional about who you let influence your thoughts, your habits, and your future. And it's not just about removing negative influences. It's about actively seeking out people who elevate you. Find those who are doing the things you aspire to do. Surround yourself with people who have the kind of mindset, work ethic, and vision that inspires you to raise your standards. These are the people who will remind you of your potential when you forget. They won't let you quit on yourself. They will hold you accountable, celebrate your progress, and challenge you to aim higher. If you want to grow, you need people who push you beyond your comfort zone and refuse to let you settle for an average life. But remember, relationships are not just about what you get, they are also about what you give. Be the kind of person who uplifts others, encourage the people around you to chase their dreams, support their growth, share your knowledge and your energy. Because when you build others up, you create an environment where everyone rises together. The strongest connections are built on mutual respect, shared ambition, and a commitment to seeing each other succeed. At the end of the day, you cannot afford to waste your time and energy on relationships that drag you backward. Life is too short to be surrounded by people who don't believe in you or your potential. Choose your circle carefully. Surround yourself with those who inspire you to become the best version of yourself, because when you walk alongside people who are driven, focused and committed to growth, there is no limit to how far you can go. Never stop learning. The moment you believe you know everything is the moment you stop growing. The world is constantly changing, evolving and moving forward, and if you are not learning, you are falling behind. Knowledge is not something you acquire once and carry forever. It's a continuous process, a commitment you make every day. And this commitment is not just about gathering information. It's about expanding your perspective, challenging your beliefs, and becoming better than you were yesterday. The people who achieve greatness in life are the ones who stay curious. They don't settle for what they already know. They seek new ideas, new skills and new experiences. They understand that learning is not just confined to a classroom. It's everywhere. Every person you meet, every failure you face, every opportunity you embrace holds a lesson if you're willing to see it. The question is, are you open to learning, or are you stuck in the comfort of what you already know? Comfort is the enemy of growth. It's easy to stick to what is familiar and safe, but that's not where transformation happens. Real learning begins when you step outside your comfort zone, when you challenge yourself to try something new, to ask difficult questions and to face what you don't yet understand. This is where you grow stronger, wiser and more capable. And the people who rise to the top in any field are not the ones who once had all the answers. They are the ones who never stopped asking better questions. Failure is one of the greatest teachers you will ever have if you're willing to learn from it. Most people are so afraid of failing that they never try, but failure is not the end. It's information. It shows you what works, what doesn't, and where you need to improve. Every mistake holds a lesson, and if you have the humility to learn from it instead of running from it, you become unstoppable. The truth is, the people who succeed are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who use their failures as fuel for growth. But learning is not just about accumulating knowledge, it's about applying it. What good is information if you never put it into action? Too many people consume books, podcasts and advice without ever changing how they live. Knowledge alone won't change your life. What you do with that knowledge will. Every day ask yourself, how can I apply what I'm learning? How can I use this information to become better, stronger and more effective? Because learning without action is just another form of procrastination. The world is filled with people who are waiting for the right time, the perfect conditions, or some magical breakthrough to change their lives. But the truth is, the people who succeed are the ones who are constantly learning and applying what they know, no matter how small the steps. You don't need to know everything to start. You just need to be willing to learn as you go. The greatest breakthroughs often come not from knowing all the answers, but from having the courage to take action and figure it out along the way. Your mind is your greatest asset. Invest in it. Read books that challenge your thinking. Surround yourself with people who are smarter than you. Ask questions that make you uncomfortable. Never assume you have all the answers, because the moment you stop learning is the moment you start falling behind. The world doesn't wait for those who stand still. It rewards those who stay curious, stay humble, and never stop seeking new knowledge. If you want to grow, if you want to achieve everything you're capable of, commit to learning every single day for the rest of your life. Your health is the foundation of everything you do. Without it, nothing else matters. You could have the biggest dreams, the sharpest mind, and the greatest ambitions, but without the energy, strength, and clarity to pursue them, those dreams will remain out of reach. Every day you make choices that either strengthen or weaken your body and mind, and those choices, whether small or significant, are shaping your future. If you neglect your health today, you will pay the price tomorrow. But if you invest in it daily, you give yourself the best chance to live a life full of purpose, energy and achievement. Taking care of your body is not just about looking good. It's about being capable. It's about having the physical and mental energy to tackle life's challenges head on. When you prioritize your health, you're not just improving your body, you're sharpening your mind and strengthening your spirit. Regular exercise is not only about building muscles or losing weight, it's about building discipline, resilience and mental toughness. Pushing yourself physically trains you to push yourself in every other area of life. The way you treat your body directly affects how you show up in the world. If you neglect it, you limit your potential. If you care for it, you expand what you're capable of achieving. But health is more than just physical. Your mental and emotional well-being is just as important. In the world full of noise, pressure and constant demands, your mind must be a place of strength, not chaos. Stress, anxiety and burnout don't just happen overnight. They are the result of ignoring your mental health. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you're constantly giving to others but never taking care of yourself, eventually you will break. Protect your peace. Take time to recharge, reflect and reset. Feed your mind with positive, empowering thoughts and let go of the negativity that weighs you down. Your mind is your most valuable asset. Treat it with care. The way you fuel your body matters too. What you eat is either building you up or breaking you down. It's easy to overlook nutrition when life gets busy, but the truth is your diet directly impacts your energy, focus and performance. Junk food doesn't just harm your body, it dulls your mind. When you nourish yourself with real quality food, you're not just investing in your health, you're giving yourself the fuel to operate at your highest level. You cannot expect to perform like a high achiever while treating your body like an afterthought. Every meal is a choice to either support your ambitions or sabotage them. Sleep is another form of self-respect. In a culture that glorifies hustle and overwork, rest is often treated as weakness, but without proper rest, your mind and body cannot function at their best. Sleep isn't just about feeling refreshed, it's when your body repairs, your mind processes information, and your energy is restored. Burning yourself out does not make you a hero, it makes you ineffective. If you want to be sharp, focused, and capable of handling life's pressures, you must prioritize quality sleep. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. Your health is the foundation on which everything else is built. If you want to create an extraordinary life, you must protect and prioritize it every single day. No success is worth sacrificing your well-being. If you lose your health, you lose the ability to enjoy everything you've worked for. And here's the truth, no one else can do it for you. You can hire trainers, buy books and seek advice, but at the end of the day, it's your responsibility. You get one body, one mind. Treat them like they matter, because they do. Your future depends on the choices you make today. Choose to take care of yourself, not just for now, but for the life you want to live. Your time is the most valuable resource you have. Once it's gone, you can never get it back. Every single day you are given 24 hours, 1,440 minutes to shape your future, pursue your dreams, and become the person you are capable of being. The question is, how are you spending it? Are you investing your time in things that move you forward, or are you wasting it on distractions that hold you back? The truth is, how you use your time reflects what you truly value. If you want to change your life, start by changing how you spend your time. Most people don't lose their potential in a single moment. It slips away slowly, hour by hour, through procrastination and mindless distractions. It's easy to waste time scrolling through social media, watching endless television, or engaging in activities that do nothing to advance your goals. But every time you choose these distractions over your dreams, you are trading what you want most for what feels good right now. The people who achieve extraordinary things understand this. Time is not something you find, it's something you make. If something matters to you, you will prioritize it. If you don't, you will make excuses. You have to become intentional with your time. Start by identifying what matters most, your goals, your relationships, your growth, and protect those things fiercely. Stop giving your energy to people and situations that drain you. Every yes to something meaningless is a no to something that could change your life. Be ruthless about where you invest your time, because your future is being built in the decisions you make every day. If you don't take control of your time, someone else will, and no one else will value your time as much as you should. Successful people don't have more hours in a day, they just use their hours differently. They prioritize the things that drive progress. They understand the difference between being busy and being productive. Being busy is easy, it's filling your day with activities that feel important but lead nowhere. Being productive is hard, it's focusing on the things that actually move you closer to your goals. The question is not whether you are working, it's whether you are working on the right things. If you want to create a life of meaning and achievement, you must learn to say no to what doesn't serve you and yes to what does. One of the most powerful things you can do is audit your time. Look closely at how you spend each day. How much time are you wasting on things that don't align with your vision? How many hours are slipping through your fingers simply because you aren't paying attention? If you want to know what someone values, don't listen to their words, look at their calendar. Your schedule reflects your priorities. If your time is filled with distractions, your results will reflect that. But if your time is focused on growth, improvement, and meaningful action, your results will reflect that too. And it's not just about work, it's about how you spend your time in every area of life. Are you investing time in the people you love, the experiences that matter, and the memories that last? Success means nothing if you sacrifice everything else to achieve it. True success is having both achievement and fulfillment. Make time for the things that bring you joy. Prioritize your mental health, your relationships, and your passions. Because at the end of the day, the most precious moments in life are the ones you cannot measure on a clock. Time is the one thing you can never get back. don't waste it. Every day is an opportunity to move closer to the life you want or further away from it. The choice is yours. Use your time like it matters, because it does. If you want an extraordinary life, you must be willing to protect your time, focus on what truly matters, and never waste a second on things that don't align with your vision. Your time is your power. Don't give it away lightly. Your attitude is the lens through which you see the world, and it shapes everything you experience. It's not just how you react to what happens, it's how you choose to interpret and respond to life itself. Every single day you have the power to decide whether you approach life with a mindset of positivity, resilience and gratitude, or whether you let negativity, doubt and fear take control. Make no mistake, your attitude is a choice. You cannot always control what happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. That choice defines your future more than any circumstance ever will. Life is unpredictable. It will challenge you, test you, and at times it will break you down. But it's not the hardships that define you, it's the attitude you carry through them. Some people face adversity and let it destroy them. Others face the same struggles and use them as fuel to rise higher. What makes the difference? Attitude. The person who decides to see opportunity in every obstacle will always outlast the person who only sees problems. You can choose to complain about what's wrong, or you can focus on what you can control and do something about it. One choice will leave you stuck, the other will push you forward. Your attitude doesn't just affect you, it influences everyone around you. Walk into any room and you can feel the energy people bring. Some people lift you up simply by being present. Their attitude is contagious. They radiate optimism, confidence, and belief. Others drain your energy with constant negativity, excuses, and blame. Ask yourself, which one are you? Are you the person who inspires and elevates those around you, or are you the one who drags others down with your complaints? Your attitude has the power to change the environment you walk into, but first you must choose to master it. A positive attitude is not about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus on solutions rather than problems. It's about believing that even in the darkest moments there is something to learn and a way forward. When you develop the habit of looking for the good in every situation, you train your mind to see possibilities where others see limitations. And over time, that mindset becomes your greatest asset, because when others quit, you persist. When others see failure, you see feedback. When others say it's impossible, you find a way. But here's the truth, a strong attitude requires daily work. You don't just wake up positive, you build it through intentional choices. Feed your mind with thoughts that empower you. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. Practice gratitude for the things you already have while working toward the things you want. When challenges come, and they will, remind yourself that you have the strength to overcome them. Refuse to let temporary setbacks define your permanent potential. Your attitude is either a weapon that helps you conquer life or a weakness that keeps you stuck. The decision is yours. Every morning you have a choice. Will you approach the day with energy, hope, and purpose, or will you let circumstances dictate how you feel? Your attitude determines your altitude. The people who achieve extraordinary things are not the ones who had an easy path. They are the ones who refuse to let a negative mindset hold them back. You are no different. No matter where you are right now, you have the power to shift your attitude and change your life. It won't happen by accident, it happens by choice. Choose a mindset that empowers you. Choose to see every day as an opportunity. Choose to control your attitude, because when you master your attitude, you master your future. At the end of the day, the life you create for yourself is not defined by luck, fate, or circumstance. It's defined by the decisions you make and the habits you cultivate. The most successful, fulfilled, and impactful people didn't get to where they are by accident. They got there by consistently working on the things that matter, day in and day out. Every single day is an opportunity to build the life you want, to grow into the person you're meant to be. But it doesn't happen without effort, without intentionality, without a deep commitment to improving yourself in the key areas of your life.